So my Man United dream team for for this next season, I can say like 2025, 2026 season. And currently that now the fixtures are like out, and we're playing Arsenal in the first game of the season. It's gonna be bloody. First of all, this team we need a lot of depth. Like we need new players. I don't know how we're gonna do it. I just feel Man United need to do something already. Like yeah, we already signed Kunha, but like still we need more. Like there's no they've been like on Mbemo's situation for like forever. I don't know what's going on with that. We've been we've not been so active. Like look at a team like Real Madrid. Like the standards are very high. They saw how they did last season, and look at the reinforcement they did already this summer. Like is almost as if they almost relegated last season. It's even like they were in our position last season for them, because the standards are very high over there. Like but with what happened last season, by now I expect we should have brought in like at least three quality players, or maybe let's say two. We should be finalizing the Mbemos deal right now. Like why are we are so slow with everything? Well, it is what it is. Honestly, it is what it is. But I'm just going to do my Man United dream team for next season. So the reason why I already have some players here already, because these are my these are my like untouchable players for now going into next season. So of course we know that we need a new goalkeeper, because Onana cannot start next season with us. Like it cannot start next season with us. It's I don't even know what to say. If Man U do if we do not get a new goalkeeper, we are setting ourselves up for another failures next season, because this guy Onana cost us a lot of game, and we cannot have him again next season. So we need a new goalkeeper. So I'm going to be looking into that as well. And for our defense, I really hope I'm not sure if Licha is back. I don't know when he's going to be back. I don't know. But I really hope he will be back soon to join the team. And just hold on, because the thing is, for Licha, I don't know. I think we are getting into a situation whereby it might start becoming injury, might start becoming an injury player, because every single time, like it gets whenever it gets injured, is always like out of the season. Is always like for like 6 months. Like it's becoming a problem, and I don't know if that's something we need to like look into this season. We need to like make another but because to be honest, I don't see us signing a center back, and we need to sign a center back, because we are losing Lindelof, which he didn't really play anything last season. If we are being honest, he didn't really play a lot of games. We lost. We lost Lindelof. We lost what's his name? Uh, I'm blanking on his name. Evans is retired. We lost two defenders. I mean, Evans was still like in the game, but if anything happens to any of these guys next season, we really don't have good reinforcement at the back. Yes, we have Maguire. Sometimes they use Mazarawi as center back, but like, yes, sometimes it works. But we need real center backs, ball playing center backs that can play the way the manager wants to play. So, so for me, my team next season, this is like my untouchable players. We already signed Kona, obviously, and I still kind of have some contemplations about Dogu, because it's not. I don't know what to say. It's not like that. Well, I'll just give him like benefit of doubt. First of all, um he came in at the middle of in the middle of the season. He did his best. If we have been like we just because my fans were just I say we're just too spoiled to an extent for some reason because sometimes some player needs time and he's still very young to be honest. Like he's not in his prime. So um I'm giving him like this season or even next season. Like I believe he's going to develop because he has the potential, he has the pace, he knows how to use the ball, he knows how to carry the ball. But like he just need to work more on his final thought and the final thoughts and in crossing. It's something that you can work on, you know. Not every player is like Trent that like born crossers and all that, but like it's something he can work on and I believe that he can do that. And Magnifico Fernandez, untouchable. I don't need to talk much about him. For me, he's like I don't know. We probably would have relegated it without him last season, and we have some fans that like for some reason they just hate him. Like I don't know what's wrong with our fans. To be honest, yes, we're not the best last season, and we were last season was so collective. Like but you cannot you cannot like point out just one player for something. It's not right. I don't think it's right. But I feel that Bruno has been like he's been crazy and his partnership with Kunha, I cannot wait to see. I can't wait for the preseason to start. I like to see what we can do there. It's going to be fantastic. I might not be able to watch it because I might be working because of some of the schedule. But like the ones I can watch, I'm going to um stream live. So, but like I would love to see the partnership. I would love to see what's going to happen there. It's going to be fantastic because this guy is a really good ball carrier. And if we can get another good ball carrier alongside him and a good midfielder, a fantastic defensive midfielder, I think, I don't know, I think we're set. But like, I'll still like talk about it for sure. I'm just trying to talk about the and for Ahmad, I said I'm just trying to talk about players that I would love them to stay because I feel that they have more than they've given. And for Ahmad, I just feel like that's another untouchable player. Trust me, like Ahmad Diallo would be fantastic next season if we can get Mbuemo. He and Mbuemo in that right side, they're going to be a force. I swear to God, the pace, the agility, the hard work, it's going to be there. Like I can even vouch that most of our attack might be coming from this side next season. But I might be wrong, but like it might be. But let's see what happens. So these are my players that I feel that should be in our starting 11 for sure. Without the players that, like I said, like there's some players that we need to that needs to go. Nana is number one. Honestly, I'm not too sure about Ugarte. To be honest, like it loses some possessions that are like as a center defensive midfielder is not controlling. Is like the only thing he really knows how to do is win the ball and play the ball. Like it cannot hold the ball. It cannot control the midfield. That is what we need because Bruno Fernandes is not a player that can. Is not a Rodri kind of player that can control the midfield. He's a creative player. He's a player that needs to be forward. But if you're bringing him back a little bit, it's like I don't know. He's also an hardworking player. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying that it's not. We need a Rodri kind of player, a player that can control the midfield, a like kind of Busquets kind of player that can dictate the midfield play. So as Bruno is moving forward and back to like help, they will also like the CDM is going to be like controlling the midfield. So I'll try to look into that and see if I can if I can see. I don't because I don't know who we are trying to get. If we are getting a midfielder, I don't know who we're going to get and I don't know if Mino can do the job. I'm going to be sincere. I do not know if Mino can do the job. And yeah, and for the striking position, we all know Oiland is not good enough. Yes, he's young, but for me, there are some things that is not like about being young. There are some things that maybe I think he's losing confidence because there are some basic things of football that he's not doing right, like passing the ball, controlling like those are the things that you know about, like you learn for even without being a professional player. Like those are the first things you know how to do when you start kicking the ball, like passing the ball, shooting the ball, and controlling the ball. And my dad always says something: if you cannot control the ball, you are not a footballer. Like because that's one of the most important things in like playing football. If a player can, most especially when you are up front, because if you have a goalkeeper that plays ball. That's why you see teams like Man City when they play goal kick. Sometimes when they play the ball in, when Alan holds the ball up front, it helps the other players move forward. Then he releases the ball. Oilon cannot do that. The only time we get to do that is when Zegzi plays, and I'll get back to Zegzi later on. So the only time we get to do that is when Zegzi plays, and you know, I don't even know. I don't know what to do because I just feel like there's too much pressure on him. He's still a young player, to be honest. He's not also in his prime. It's like 22. I just feel if we can loan him, maybe loaning him, if we can, if possible, if we can sell him, that would be right. But like, he needs to work on his controlling, passing, and it's so crazy that we're talking about a professional player working on passing and controlling the ball. I don't even know what to say. Like, he's still young, as I've said, but there are some things that is not age. It is just lack of confidence, and he needs to get that up. I don't know what they're going to do with him, but for me, my next season team is not a part of it. If they end up keeping him and he does well, credit to him. He has bounced back, just like Maguire. When Maguire had issues with us, like he was out of the team for a very long time, he worked hard, he came back, and it solidified his position. I mean, does not mean like I feel that it should be our starting center back, but like it could be a very good squad player next season. So so I'm just gonna start my team. So for the goalkeeping position, I don't think we have too much options. There are so many because there was this keeper we wanted to get from what's it called? That the one Barcelona got, Garcia. We wanted to get just give me one moment. So we wanted to get Garcia. Okay. Joan Garcia wanted to get him from um Real Sociedad also. Not sure. But Barcelona got him. So the only keeper that I hear Man United discussing with is Martinez, which in all honesty is not a bad goalkeeper. If I'm being if I'm being serious, is not like a bad. It's better than what we have. My concern is just that his age. At least he can still give us two solid seasons because goalkeepers they get better as they grow older. They are not because they're not like footballers. Like because of the way they run and all those things, footballers get tends to get tired earlier. But goalkeepers get better as they grow. But like Onana cannot start next season with us, as I've said. So the only goalkeeper that I see that we're talking about, and I'll take him. Like, but if Aston Villa because I heard that they are trying to, they want to sell him for 40 million or 45 million. Like, come on, it makes no sense. They need to like know what they are doing. For him, I feel like 25 million should get us a deal. 25, 30 million should get us a deal for him. So I would have Martinez as my starting goalkeeper for next season, and I don't know. Okay, let me just go to the easy one, the one that we all know that could happen. Mbemo to Man United, and okay, so we all know that we are trying to get Mbemo, and Mbemo in this team would actually help the goal scoring issue we had last season. Mbemo and Kunha, I think they will, I know for sure that they will solve our goal scoring issue that we had last season because we didn't score enough. We didn't score anywhere near enough. And we need goals because if you look at, there are so many games that we played last season that actually we played well, but the only thing we did not do was to score goals. And I believe that if we had like players like Kuna or Mbemo last season in our team, we would have scored a lot of goals. Like Bruno Fernandes, it's so shocking that regardless of how poor we've been, this guy still keeps create. Is like the top creator of the season last season. It's ridiculous that our fans are against him. I can't just I don't understand the hate, to be honest. I don't. But so here I just feel like it will be a good um, option. And for the midfield, honestly, I feel that we need a really good midfielder. And I've been thinking, I don't really know who we can get that can that can control the midfield. I'm hearing names like Ederson of I think it is Atalanta, and I've watched some of his highlights, and it's been it's been okay, it's been all right, but I don't know if it's the right choice of for the kind of style that we want to play because the Premier League is going to get tougher. Let me just put it that way. The Premier League is going to get tougher, and luckily, we are not going to have too much games next season because we are not in Europe. And with that, I think we should take advantage of that and build next season. So I'll talk about my the position, what I feel that we should do, like our end game for next season. I'll talk about that before I end the video. But I feel we should be able to take advantage of that and build from there. So for next, I'll just go to striker. Like the only striker that I actually feel will work for us. And why is it not showing? Okay, it's Victor Gaikores. Gaikores. I don't know how his name is pronounced. This guy, we need him. And honestly, if he chooses Arsenal ahead of us, fair is like is a top striker that wants to play Champions League football. I don't blame him. So if we can pull this, like this front three, before the end of the transfer, if we can pull this off, like I don't know, these are goals, like this, like these three. I'm not like I'm expecting at least maybe like 20 goals and assists from Kunha. I'm expecting another like 20 to 25 goals and assists from, and I know this guy is going to score. People are like, oh, he's not doing this, he's not doing that, he's not. Bro, do you see what this guy did in Champions League? If he had a better team, they would have moved, like, they would have done better. Come on. If it was in a team like Barcelona, the way Barca played, What made Barca got like Barca dominated, and the reason they didn't win is because they didn't score enough goals, and they let in some stupid goals. Let's be sincere. But if they had this kind of a striker, it's going to score so many goals for them. The issue is whenever a player is doing well, wherever he's coming from, that whenever it gets to Man U, there's this cost that we have that I'm really scared of, that because the reason, me for sure, I know that these two are going to, because they are Premier League proven players. But I'm kind of, I'm not skeptical about him. I'm just kind of scared of what could happen. But I feel like because he has played against Premier League teams. I mean, well, Man City was not. They were also like facing some issues as at when they played them. But like, he has played against. I'll just give him that, and he scored like hat-trick. He played well in the game. We don't need him to do too much. Okay? Just be there and score the goals. You know, just be there and score the goals. So this is my dream top three for next season. And for the midfielder, I think I still have to go for Ederson. Okay. I still have to, because honestly, he's not a bad player at all. He's not. He's a fantastic player. He's a good player. He he knows how to hold the ball. He knows how to control the ball. But my problem is, can he be? Is he able to play the Premier League pace? Is he able to play? Because midfield football in Premier League is so intense. Midfield football is so intense in the Premier League. So, will he be able to play the intense the kind of football that we want to play? Will he be able to play that? I don't know. And at the end of the day, every transfer that anybody makes is a risk. There are some that is really sure that, oh, this guy is, but like majority of transfers is, look at this guy of Liverpool, Nunes. When he was in Benfica, it was fantastic, but when he got to Liverpool, like, it was as if there was a curse on him or something. So, and we have to take risk, and I feel that we can, with these five players that I've added, I think we should be at least top four. At least top four, because we have a really good ball playing center back in Licha, and a very strong as well. We have a very good ball carrier in Euro. Is a really good ball, like the way he drives the ball from defense to midfield and releases the ball, like, and also like, Licha knows how to do all this, like, all those line breaking passes that takes out almost five players or three players in the midfield at once, like passes that break the midfield and goes to attack straight. So we need, and we have delete for the balance, delete or Maguire, one of them. I'm not sure, the manager is going to make the decision, but like for me, this is what I feel will be good for us next season. This is what I feel will work for us next season. And as I've said, with this team, without Champions League football, we only have like the Carabao and stuff. We don't have any Europe football next season. That's like an extra week for the first few games of the season. Extra week, we should be able to capitalize. We must capitalize. Like, not only should, we must capitalize. So that comes to the end of the video. So as I've said, I hope we can get more players in. I hope we can get deals done, and I really hope we can get good players. So this is my dream team for next season, and I am predicting that Man United will finish second or third next season. If we can get good players in. We need to start selling players as fast as we can, likes of Sancho, Anthony, what's it called, Ganacho, Rashford. We can get at least from those five players. If we can get almost 100 million or 150, we can do good in the transfer. So and to be honest, the prices for all these players, they are not so bad. At the end of the day, with the sales, we might not be spending like our the net spend might be like might be less than 100 million, which is not bad for a team that actually almost relegated last season, and we are spending that. Is not bad at all. So we actually need to act fast. We need to act, and I heard that Guy Corres is prioritizing Arsenal over Man United, which is, as I've said, he is an ambitious player. He wants to play Champions League football. So, but let's see what happens. And Liverpool are on fire. Like they already signed Dogu. I mean, sorry, what's his name? Frimpong. They signed Frimpong from Leverkusen. They signed Wirtz from, I think, from Leverkusen as well. They signed Kekers from Beaumont. Like that guy is fantastic. I wish he was the one that we could sign instead of Dogu. Honestly, if we had Kekers in our team on the left, we are set. But it is what it is. And Liverpool, like they won the league and they are going stronger. They are going stronger. They've already finalized 3 deals, almost finalizing 3 deals right now. That shows ambition. That shows good leadership, good owners. I don't know what we are doing. I just, I, I just hope. I'm going to, like, before the season starts, I'm going to make another video just to compare what I chose and what was actually done. So there is nobody watching right now, but for anybody that actually watched the video, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and see you in the next video.